I started jury duty today. It's a little crazy, but fun. Well, fun is the wrong word. Interesting, but I don't really want to talk too much about it because part of me is a little worried that, I'm not supposed to talk about it. But we didn't really do anything today. But that's partly why this is super late because I've just been thrown off the entire day. But I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm vlogging, and hopefully it'll be uploaded before midnight in my time zone. Woo!
Where the sexy robot party, everybody's disco dancing. Where the sexy robot party, everybody's disco dancing.
So today's topic is Valentine's Day here at Mystic. I am your host Tom, as always. I don't mind Valentine's Day. I don't love it. I tend to ignore it, even when I'm in relationships. Usually, it's just not that big a deal. It's just not something that like the couples I usually end up with. The couples I end up in. You know what I mean? Uh, just aren't really that big on it. And that's fine. I don't mind it. I don't know. I almost think it's better to do something like I almost try and do something on like February 13th, before Valentine's Day, just as a kind of statement saying like you deserve awesome random stuff every day, even though stuff isn't really how you should express things. Like I almost think that if you're gonna be romantic, it's better to do something because anyone can go out and buy something. I mean, maybe you can pick out a good gift, and maybe it's really thoughtful. I mean, it's like her favorite CD or his favorite CD, depending on your preferences. But I feel like it tends to be really kind of thrown into this whole like there's this whole pressure around it, and it really does become, I think, like Singles Awareness Day or sad because it really highlights and kind of in ways stigmatizes people who are single, and I don't think that's really good. I think some people make the choice, and for some people it's not a choice, and that's fair. But that's where you are in life. It's like in yoga. If you go into a yoga class and you can't immediately jump into dancer's pose, that's not the end of the world. And maybe you just have to do a modified version of dancer's pose, and that's just where you are. And I think it's very true of relationships too. I don't think people should ever really kind of get themselves down because they're not in a relationship, because there are so many factors, and many of them are completely out of your control, determining whether you're in a relationship or not. I mean, if you look back at most of your relationships, I mean, a lot of them are not entirely inevitable. Some of them are based on a random chance. I mean, I know people who wouldn't exist, for God's sakes, if their parents hadn't just randomly gone to the DMV at the same time. I mean, stuff like that's just so minor and random and just I don't know. So I dislike anything that stigmatizes singles, and I really kind of dislike the whole consumerism. I mean, yeah, you're talking to the Apple fanboy here, but even it gets to be a little much for me. I mean, I'm fine with having a nice romantic gift, but the cards, the chocolates, well, I love the chocolate, who doesn't? But, just the stuff of it all. The one thing I do like about Valentine's Day is when people do make it inclusive. I kind of like when it's like you have to give cards to everyone, even though some of them are a little insincere. You know what? If you're going to give cards, you should give cards to everyone. I just think that's fair. Okay, I'm rambling a bit here, and I should get to bed because I have to go back to the courthouse tomorrow. Oh, God. Wish me luck, guys. Have a good week.